Hey, it's Cut back with another video. A lot of things went down last night on AEW Dynamite, but let's take a look at a few highlights. So it's Sting, the icon known as Sting, one of the best wrestlers of all time. He came out, he cut a really nice promo, and I really enjoyed that segment. I thought it was really good. And he announced that he's going to retire next year at Revolution 2024. I believe Sting is 64 years old, I think. And I'll tell you, this man has had an amazing career. So I just have a ton of respect for Sting. Like I said, one of the best. And I just remember growing up watching Sting, when he was in WCW. So it's just so crazy to see him go from WCW, TNA, WWE. Even though his run with WWE, I wanted his run to be so much better. So I was so disappointed with that, or about that. And now he's in AEW. So, and I think overall AEW, they have done a good job with Sting. With his involvement, in matches, and also taking care of Sting and making him still get over as a star, although he has limitations due to age. So hats off to Sting. But I thought it was great and also kind of funny when he was, reminiscing about his career, and he was thinking Dusty Rhodes, Ric Flair, and when he said Hogan, people were booing. So I was like, man, so it was just kind of funny. And just a few other things that I really liked about AEW Dynamite. I feel like overall, it wasn't the best show, but I think it was better than last week. Although I don't even remember what happened last week, so that's not really helpful. But Don Callis came out, with his family, the Don Callis family, and Powerhouse Hobbs. He cut a really good promo, and just to see that fire, and in Hobbs, I thought it was good. So that's one thing that I really like. And overall, that segment was really good. And then Lance Archer, he destroyed a jobber. I believe his name is Barrett Brown. I looked it up an hour ago. And when that match started, I guess Lance was beating up the jobber from the back, and the guy was rolling down the ramp. I was like, what is going on? Because I turned away for a little. I was like, what is this? And at first I thought it was Matt Jackson that he was beating up. So I just thought that was kind of funny. But it was just really impressive. And Lance is one of those guys that, when you see him, or when I would see some of his matches, I'm like, okay, impressive. And then he would go away, and then you kind of forget about him. And I know at one point, I don't know exactly the time frame, I think it was last year, or maybe it was this year, he went for some kind of move on the top turnbuckle, and he hurt his neck or injured his neck. And I remember it was just pretty scary. So I don't know if he was out because of that. I'm not really sure. But he just looked really impressive. And I was just like, okay, you guys need to do something with him. And the fact that we have Wardlow, he's back. Are they finally going to do something with Wardlow? Because it's so crazy. Wardlow was over big time, and they didn't do anything with him. They had all that momentum. And then the booking got a little crazy with the security guards and all types of other nonsense. So do better. And then Swerve, he cut it was a brief promo, and it was about Paige, saying that he's going to, that he was talking about how Paige interfered in his match and cost him, I think, the TNT championship. I think that's what he said. So that was really good. So overall, this was not a bad show, but it still wasn't the best. In the Kenny Omega match, he had a match against Fletcher. I believe that is his name. And you know what? I wasn't really crazy about that match. I think that it was just a lot of stuff that was going on. And what bugs me, and I don't know if I'm the only person, but they don't respect the rules. Meaning, there's a 10 count. Why are they still outside the ring? Like Kenny Omega did a dive, and then he was looking at the camera, talking to the audience, whatever. And he was just taking his time, no sense of urgency. And listen, We all know this is predetermined, this is all scripted and all that kind of stuff. But when I'm watching this, I'm not thinking that way. I'm thinking like, okay, make this look real. But also, making this look real, I don't want you guys to, want you guys to respect the rules. And actually don't hurt each other when you're doing these moves, but make it look like, make it look like you guys are whatever inflicting pain or executing these, whatever moves. So that was just like that match. I couldn't really get into it because I just think like he should have been counted out. Him and Fletcher, if that is his name, I think they should have been counted out like at least 4 times. So I hate that. I don't know why. That's just one thing with AEW that really bothers me a lot. Like like just get in the ring. But please, if you care to leave a comment, let me know. What did you think about AEW Dynamite, and how do you feel about the icon Sting? It's Sting. The fact that he's finally going to hang it up. So have a good one and take care.